Welcome back. I'm just setting up some stuff. Working? Seems that it is. Alright. Welcome back everyone. Today we are continuing with Factorio. I did set up military science online. It's pretty sloppily put together. Actually, this build here is pretty good. This part over here is just kind of thrown together. I don't usually build like that, but I'm kind of on a time constraint because the Coronal mass ejection is in 40 minutes. Will be happening today. And it's not looking like I'll be able to get air purification in time. Due to the fact that I most likely should just turn this mechanic off, I will be safe scumming it. Just clicking all over the place. Hello Sora. Welcome back. I messed up my multi-chat. Is it working? I think everything's fine. Just accidentally opened something that was already open, and it closed and opened again. It seems fine. As for the military science, I think I did show it last stream, but it wasn't really. The stream didn't really hit. Apparently, Twitch didn't like that one. I'll explain it again. It's just well, some electronic components, some tech cards, and some bio research data, which is pretty simple resources, but it does need biomass, which is what this massive build is here to make. It's a rather slow recipe. It's also a little loop because it needs biomass to make the biomass. Well, it's called biomatter, but biomass is the objectively better word, so I'll be calling it that. And like the very few times that it's relevant, because other than this, unless I have to rebuild military science, it's not really. Well, I will have to rebuild military science, so I guess it is relevant. Build some more reversal pathways. Don't really have too much else to do in this time. Actually, no, I do. I have other stuff to do, because fighters are becoming a problem. It's this desert down here is not doing the slightest bit to stop the biters. So it keeps going, man. There's no peace. So I'm really hoping that that piece of land that doesn't connect to that base, because I'll have to deal with that as well. But this base right now is within my pollution cloud, so I was gonna go deal with that. My save point was placed just after finishing military science, which I wanted to get cranking first so we can build up a buffer. Because it's only 300 SPM compared to my 600 SPM production and everything. But like, these need so much time in the lab. So hard to just get it done. You may think I'll place more labs. Well, I did, and I'm still just barely keeping up with the power. You can see how much it's skedaddling around and going up and down. Also, I did kind of commit to this amount of labs when I kind of pinned it in. Besides, this straightaway wasn't long enough to place more labs anyway, so I'd have to redesign it. Like, look at how many labs I have, man. Really, it's good. I guess it's not up to me, it's up to the Coronal mass ejection to decide how good it is. Because it's time to actually make some med packs. The few I have, I've just gotten from dying and respawning. Now that I have biomatter, it's not a problem. I suppose it could be a problem because the biomatter does need a lot of oil to upgrade this as well. Like some fancy circuits do it as well. Fancy this, fancy that. It's probably pretty rudimentary compared to usual circuit builds. I'm still just starting out. I'm just mainly finding excuses to be using circuits in builds because it's good practice. Need life support on the planet? What in the correct tech is that? Well, I guess the correct tech has nothing to do with that part. It's actually I forget what the mod is called. It was a different mod that adds it. Yeah. It's a rock. I do have enough defense over here, but like enough defense to defend, but not enough defense to properly hold it off. So I have to make some repair runs. So yeah, that the turret is about to break. He's like just having big biters at this stage of the game is ridiculous. Like, what's the evolution? Okay. 65%. At least it seems that it'll be a good while until I get behemoth biters. Having to deal with behemoth biters with red ammo is just a nightmare. So, I don't think I'm driving through that. Let me just walk. What am I even walking over here for? Do you have any reason at all? I was getting more repair packs. Just one. I do 100% want to restructure my base. Just don't forget the repair packs I'm here to get. Just like having like cleared walkways where I can get around without constantly having to do micro adjustments to not get pushed off the walkways by conveyors is very nice. I would very much enjoy that. I had to build the lane balance, but I forgot how the circuit condition works, and therefore I made a version without it that's 4x4 tiles. Well, like that works. Works just fine. Because like technically you could say that the circuit side balancer is superior because it's cheaper, but in a game like this where you just recover your materials once you once whatever like patch is emptied, the price doesn't really matter in very many situations. And you could like argue about the size, but in a game like this, size isn't really the concern either. Also, I can't even reverse away from that rock. But still, if you're asking because you actually are interested, it is. I need to place it. So the first in the line, it is just enable and disable off of if there's 4 of anything, or well, 4 of everything. And this one is literally just read belt contents and hold. And that's the build. Very simple. Alright, my roboport is off. I have ammo, I have turrets, I have repair packs. Should be able to mid-warfare. Fighting biters is just so stressful though. When there's like beginning to be a decent population of big worms. This is an expansion though, so there's not gonna be any. But when there is big worms like two-shot me, and I don't have any natural regen. My health isn't even typically full, so. But also just big biters just ignoring the concept of bullets and just like rushing me down. Half my health is already gone. Yes, the sounds of war. Oh, I can hear my thoughts again, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's what happens when you have to deal with big biters using turret creep. Cannot wait for my tank. But there's also things that I would rather have first. Stuff like actually having resource production is a very nice thing. Actually having power production as well, scalable power production. So like I'm doing that first. No question. Any more bases I should worry about? Probably that one. Just looked like just an expansion, so it might have big worms, but it's gonna have a small amount of spawners, so it will be easier. What if there's some point in the progression where the expansions start having, like the expansions might start being bigger bases? I wonder. I'll also deal with that one. It's not too big of a threat on its own, but like I can clear the sector and not have to worry about expansion parties going into my stinky cloud. Also just be I lost a lot of turrets on that one. Just be expansion party was on its way. Nothing destroyed, so should be able to take one more just in case. Could also be the Serpulu, a biter base and expansion. Oh my god, a expanded biter base somewhere in my pollution cloud, probably over here. That's sending stuff into any bigs. No, I don't actually think this one's an expansion. Actually, god. Oh. Got to turn off my roboport, good thing this was a small base. It's very much worse because that thing got deleted. I should do a quick perimeter check in this sector to see that oh, Jesus, I'm almost dead. Check if it's actually clear. Getting some fish, so I can make some heals, not having to raw dog the spitter attacks. Actually 4 minutes. Don't really have too much time to run around and clear fighters. So I do want to be on site for when it happens. Should use some heals. They aren't very good, but it's better than nothing. They're literally doing nothing. What the hell? Why didn't they heal me? What? Oh yeah, there's an expansion party here, and that's big worms. Alright. I have a little silly idea for this one. There's only one spawner. Jesus. Calm down, bro. Okay, now the soaking condition on the wrong build. Now it doesn't get stuck anymore. Nice. Yeah, I might just do a little bit of a range siege. The worms aren't gonna do anything if they're in pollution. They're merely just there to defend the base, and if there's no base left to defend, their life is worthless. Jesus Christ, this thing takes a while to kill. And it's a medium worm. The big worms will take longer. Don't get the biomass, but I also don't care about the biomass. I literally have it automated now. Okay. There's another one. 22 minutes. Cool. I got shoot faster. The bots, you dumbasses, get back there. Get away. How many bots did I lose? 2. Damn it. It's actually expensive. Actually do kinda care about those guys. Jesus Christ, man. These guys have so much health. I've been getting this cleanup gets slower and slower every time. I think I'm down to like half the bots I started with. Okay. That one was also that one was also absorbing pollution, it seems. Okay, the space up here could be clean, but it could also not be clean. Can I like get off the road? The biters can expand across that water, it's shallow water, so it's not actually blocking them. Luckily there's a lot more forest in that direction, so it's not that much of a problem. Well, it doesn't become a problem. There's no giant ass desert in that direction. I'm just gonna drive the other way around. I'm sick and tired of going through that tree line. Besides, I need to reach the far right of the map anyways. And towards that purpose, it's about the same distance. Could do with a bit more of a thorough check. Well, at least now I've cleared enough space that I could theoretically get that iron badge. But still, it's in the desert, so I would still need to deal with the pollution. If it wasn't in a desert, I could probably reach equilibrium with the trees surrounding. But, you know, desert. I wonder if I can drive across the shallow water actually. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. There's a good chance I could. It's an expansion party. This is an off-road. Oh, calm down. Expansion party right on top of an old nest. It's crazy. And I will have to reach this. It's 3 big worms by the looks of it. Very angry big worms. They're always angry, so that's not saying much. Rather not use my bots this time. Rather use those turrets. Rather not lose my life. Just the two big ones left now. Seem to just shoot at the thing closest to them actually. If they actually do that, it would be quite convenient if I could just predict what they'll be shooting at. Seem pretty accurate because they aren't shooting at me in that entire process. They do shoot at me sometimes, so it does seem... It would make sense that they just shoot at the closest thing. Cannot wait for the tank. So stressful taking these out. Yep, and that happens. Do I have a convenient autosave? Seems I do. So I ain't walking back. Actually gonna take probably the rest of the time I've left until the Coronal mass ejection, just to walk downhill. Oh. Go back to that autosave. I forgot to heal that time. Oh, let's heal this time. I could just stop being stupid, but it's really hard to help it when I'm tired. So today I'm really just here to get the stress of worrying about the Coronal mass ejection away. It's been like a solid 3 days since I've been on Factorio. Like other than this now in the session I had earlier today where I set up military science, I haven't played Factorio. I haven't played the save. It's been too stressful thinking about it. Stay behind the turrets. Forget to turn off my robots that time too, but that's fine. Actually no, that's not destroyed, but it was fine. Saving and loading this much doesn't really feel too good, but like I'm just not carrying today. Too tired. Island actually. 15 minutes. Yikes. Very much a yikes. But this is an island. Alright, that's very nice. That is one less angle I have to worry about. It's really just... well, it's that part and this part over here. All this is also connected by land. Actually, I guess technically there was... I think on the left side there's a little bit at the bottom that wasn't. There's still plenty enough. That is a problem. Okay. Really gotta stop forgetting my robots. I should just start getting used to turning my robots off while I'm out driving. Also those red dots down there, no new worms, so no concerns. This side is spider free now. Still wondering what's up with the generation making this primarily an ocean planet. No, I did read that the space exploration was set to try to make Nauvis feel more Earth-like, to make other planets feel more alien. So perhaps what they mean by that is spam oceans everywhere. But then again, it could also be Questorio doing that. Maybe Questorio thought that water was the most hype thing they could think of and just placed water everywhere. I still don't think I've ever tried the mods individually, so yeah, I really couldn't say. Okay. Damage there. 12 minutes. Never anything I could do about it. Just have to... like, really, this was inevitable. So I suppose I just should probably drop a save here in case something goes critically wrong. Because I do not want to do this run. Like, I also have a emergency backup from 4 hours before. Hoping to not have to use any of these backups though. 10 minutes. That's not how you spell. Minutes till sun explode. Good enough. Alright. So I don't want that to use those. Well, I am very much expecting to have to use something though. Going to drop a save right before. Because I can't take the worst case scenario. just cannot allow it to happen. Well, nothing more to do, I suppose. $11. Wonder why it notifies me in such an odd interval. But yeah, it does seem like the only implemented counter to the Coronal mass ejections is the umbrella, which again I can't get, and there was really no chance I would get it. Like I have been like using 100% of my available resources for about half my playtime and researching for pretty much my entire playtime, and I still have so much left to do, including a full science. Like at 600 SPM, 50k science would take like 1.5 hours. Even accounting for the fact that I can't do my full 600 SPM right now due to resource limitations. And for most of these researchers that don't even have enough labs to do 600 SPM. Right now I'm only able to do 400 at most. It seems I'm suffering some resource shortages now. To be red circuits. Seems to be silicon. Seems to be stone. I wish I could see more of the map, but radars is a solid I think a solid 20-minute time investment, which I just can't really spare. Yeah, my stone patch is screaming for mercy. Get you out of the way. Do you have anything else? Doesn't count. Not expecting stone to be such a problem, I'll be honest. Is it really the best I can do? Because that's a problem. Well, there's a little forest there, I guess. There's a fighter base down there that can take anything that drops down. Well, guessing that that these edges that very much seem to be lining up actually do line up, and wait, never mind, it doesn't matter, that's shallow water. We'll have to deal with whatever is here as well. Good chance it's an island though. Yeah, like having to drag back stone over such a long distance is just a problem. I guess actually there's some over there. Just pretty much free to get. You know, the resource shortages are bad when you don't even have enough power to enough resources to use all your very limited power. that is the very dry build of red circuits. If I remember correctly, this build needs 10 red circuits a second. At best, that's like 2, 3 maybe. Maybe even 4 if I'm lucky. So yeah, nowhere near enough. How I wish I could get big power pools without investing a solid... How much? Well, that's like... That's like 15 minutes, I think. Just to get medium power pools. No, not medium, big power pools. But I will start having more time pretty soon. Once I don't have to worry about the mass ejection anymore. Even if I get reduced to the Stone Age, it should still be better. Biggest concern regarding it though is that it's just gonna burn down most of my forests. I actually think I have time to set this up. So now that I think about it, I do actually want to go elsewhere. Because I have a theory that mass ejection is gonna be spawning around your relative position. So I'd rather my relative position not be my base position. So I think I'll actually go do that now. As far away as I can. I can still look at my base just through the few radars I have. I do have like a solid 70% coverage on my base. Well, praying this will go well. Due to like the little bit of information I could find around it, it does seem like there isn't really anything you can do to mitigate it other than using Umbrella. All I'm really hoping for is that it's not seeded from World Generation. That I can actually potentially save scum my way out of it. It gets bad. Let a man cope. Alright. Guess I'll just sit here. It's a really big base. I'll actually go take a look at that. About to be inside of my sort of pollution range. I don't think too much pollution is escaping down here, but like I'm not taking out this base until I have a tank. And even then it's gonna be tough. Because I can't just circle it. But at least I do think a tank is on my horizons. Probably just need to unlock some microcrafting. not microcrafting. Definitely something. No, I do have all the infrastructure needed to get this. It is gonna take like 2 hours to do that though. Anyways, no reason to really delay anymore. There's a minute left, I'll probably drop a save and then witness the carnage all the way up here. This is more like 60% coverage. Just dropping rapidly. Ah, well, this sure isn't helping. If I... Okay. Anyways. Should help that a bit, and I'm dropping a save. I don't know why I'm spending so much time naming these when I'm probably going to delete them after. If I remember correctly, it spawns randomly in a discover/loaded chunk. Yeah, like I did also see that on the wiki page. Like the key points was that it said that the amount of beam scales with the amount of surface discovered, and it also said that no matter the amount of surface discovered, the chance of getting hit is roughly the same. I don't know if that really helped me. It's just kind of saying it's useless. Lemao, good luck. There's nothing you can do. Anyways, 3 seconds left. That one is no problem. There's that one. Actually, yeah, I guess my pollution cloud is just loaded a crap ton of stuff. Alright, well, that one's probably gonna burn down the forest. Right, well, there's literally 2 on top of each other. Actually, no, it's that one that just spawned. Actually, is it that one that just spawned? So far, so good. This event does last 2 minutes, though. My god. Next one's in a day. That one's right next to me. But, like, if the chance of them hitting my base is this low, then I'm not really too concerned about that it's in a day. Should have a hopefully self-sufficient base by then. So not spawning more. Yeah, I guess the chance of safety does scale with amount of loaded chunks. Like these are ages away. Only one of them was even on my island. This isn't the biggest forest there. I'm not too concerned about that because like that's already like the strongest forested point of the forest I care about. Of course, it's still forest I do care about. So it won't be too bad though. That one done already? Oh, well, that was not bad at all. Oh, well, that was not worth stressing about. really hyped that up, huh? You even think that destroyed much of my forest. Like I was expecting half my base to get annihilated and every single forest on the map to burn down, but like that it barely did anything. Guess I should go do some fire control just to make sure. Kind of already passed. Well, okay. Well, now I'm not worried about it being in a day anymore. Can just like might even be able to deal with it at that point actually. Well, okay. Well, back to the regular scheduled climate destruction. This time by human hand instead of by filthy sun hands. Well, okay. Even so, even without the forest getting removed, this pollution is still very much a problem. Which is why I'm still very much rushing air purification because that will solve that problem. Hopefully, at least. How expensive are these filters actually? It takes biomatter and water. Gives you dirty water, which is actually extra resources, I'm pretty sure. Don't take very much power. But the filters do get destroyed though. So I do need... It's like, it's not that it's 90% chance for it to be used here. It's a 90% chance to get it back and a 10% chance for it to break. Then you restore it with this recipe. But if I remember correctly, and I can actually double check, the dirty water can be siphoned to get resources of your choosing. Use it to get iron, copper, or rare metals. So it's just extra resources. Expensive is that? Mineral water, I'm already avoiding that. It's pretty much gonna be free. Hydrogen chloride. Just hydrogen and chlorine. What's chlorine in this? It's the hydrogen. It's not hard to get. Chlorine, where's that? Maybe the first like chemical unlock. I'll just search for it. Not how you spell that. Chlorine. Sand powered water electrolysis. So it will take sand for that. But still, it's gonna be much easier. And like essentially, you only have to cover probably like distance. It's like the entire top half here is just closed off. Guess not actually. I think that's shallow water. But considering that this actually no, it hasn't been covered in pollution. But it doesn't look like a problem. Like, then again, this is also that kind of see-through water, and this is not shallow water. So, this is neither. Also mean that this is neither. So, the stone patch is actually not too bad to get. Just need to make sure that this doesn't loop into somewhat problematic and take out some pretty massive bases. At least so we don't have to do it once. This part here is actually closed off, so it's actually not as bad. This entire part is the one that's cut off. You kind of worry about that though. It's so refreshing though. I don't have to go around worrying about that anymore. It's actually been taking such a toll on me that my base that I've been working for, I've been stressing about it ever since I made New Science, so I guess I could get a metric. Like the base that I've been working on for 40 hours could just get wiped off the map. Not a great feeling. It seemed like it's more just a scare tactic. You don't actually want to annihilate your base. They just want to motivate you to progress. Could also potentially be like a pity factor in it, if you're very far away from actually getting the research that they lowered a bit. But I doubt they would add that. That kind of ruins the whole point. You'll probably see in the wiki. It does just seem like you can counter it by exploring a lot of terrain. Ah, so nice though. This one is going at the exact same. Even though it's faster, I am started being limited on based on production. So my iron and my steel is being limited due to me not bothering to hook up an actual new iron mine to it. It's just running off of the scraps. It's running off of these 5 miners at this point. I didn't have much energy to begin with, and I used all of it on stressing about the Coronal mass ejection. Besides, I didn't have too much more time. This was very much just motivation to get the mass ejection out of the way. Nothing more to really say here. I think I'm just heading out. I'll try to get some base plans in the works. Hopefully just my RAM metals actually. And I only build it so it would be good enough to make it to the Coronal mass ejection, so wonder where it's at now. Should have taken the path. Still gonna take the path, it's just that slow. Slow to be in the sand. Yeah, it's almost full. But in any case, thanks to everyone who tuned in. I'm heading out now. I'm tired. Guess it's apparent in my voice and whatnot too. try to be energetic on stream despite being a genuinely tired person. But I just had not much left. Why are all the viewers coming in the second I say bye? Like what the hell? Is this like Twitch's a Twitch system to get people to stream longer? Like what is this? Actually crazy coincidences. But I suppose maybe it's been a maybe there has been viewers doing the stream. I do check the view count sometimes because I'm just too curious. Probably to my detriment. But still, like even if there ran like 100 people in here, it wouldn't really give me more energy. So we made it past the Coronal mass ejection. Yippee! But I'm out. Take care, everyone. Leave a follow if you enjoyed. All that stuff. I'll see you later. No raid today because I'm too tired.